you are back on the Tortoise and Hare experience. Experiencing it all up. We finally opened up that bottle of wine.
Finally.
Yes.
It's not as good as the wine we had the other night, though. I'm not happy about that.
I'm always happy with wine.
It's like, the other one was like good. This one's the opothic.
It's the opothic of good.
Not the other.
No, it's a good wine. It's just it's very bitter and deep, right?
Whoa.
You say it's deep.
It's very deep.
That's
cavernous. Cavernous, somewhat.
Got an oaky afterbirth.
Afterbirth.
Delicious.
So
I'm drinking roses.
Yes.
That's
you are. You're drinking the exact, which is great because there's
elderflower
one more swig
and
left.
Rose.
Oh, that's
what
wine.
is it?
I thought that was sparkling water.
No, it's elderflower and roses.
What's elderflower?
Is that a rosé?
It's another flower-ish.
There's no alcohol in that drink?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Bummer, right?
No, yeah.
Bummer.
I know. I don't drink on the outside world. I have to be like in my room, like alone.
Alone.
Were you drinking when I saw you at the NAMM show?
No, I wasn't.
Oh my God! It must have just been me. Really?
No, you were just drunk.
I signed the guitar for you.
You did. I know. And the guitar is here at Swing House Studios in
still
Atwater
here?
Village. It is here, and
wasn't that supposed to be auctioned off last month?
It has gone through the auction, I believe, already, and I'm getting ready to send it out.
Okay.
Somebody bought it?
Yes,
for charity.
It's Guitars of Love, and what we do is we have a child who's dealing with a life-challenging event, and we go into the hospitals, we teach music, and we also get instruments from sponsors and celebrities like yourselves, and we have them signed, and we auction it off and pay for their medical bills.
Cool.
Very cool.
So it's Guitars of
So
Love.org.
does the guitar go to the child that's...
Well, they have the choice. They can either have the guitar or they
take
can have
behind
the
what's door number 3.
Right. And the money sometimes is better because, they want to live. And they can't afford because, we live in America and you can't afford health insurance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And with that
happy note.
Yeah. As in every experience, we always like to start it off with an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's my turn.
It is your turn.
So
better be good.
Oh, it's beyond all my experiences.
You can't even speak, let alone come up with a good experience.
All my experiences are always, they're always very unique and they're always very, true, and they're always really real. My experiences are always, like a few.
I had a taco.
Yeah, I had a taco. That was a great experience.
Awesome. I changed my headlight.
Yeah. Now this is another new experience of mine. Okay, so I've had these Doc Martens for, I want to say, over 10 years. I started wearing them. I only would wear them when it would rain because that's the only time where I felt comfortable wearing a boot, because in the rain in a boot you could just walk over puddles. Yeah, you're
safe.
Because doesn't it suck to have soggy socks? It's like fucking the worst thing.
Wait, weren't you a
fuck
Marine?
up a grave, you know what I mean? Let's give them soggy socks.
I thought you were a Marine.
Yeah, and I hated soggy socks. We'd be in the fucking jungles and shit, and I'm like, my socks are soggy. This is horrible. Damn you, freedom. I was like, this is horrible. Anyway, so I started using these boots for work.
And then you woke up and you were still at boot camp.
Yes. Oh my God. Don't even.
In Tennessee.
I don't even want to go through that again. That was fucking ridiculous. No, it wasn't like, it was just like, fuck, man. Do we got to exercise every day?
Yeah.
Can we just shoot shit?
Yeah.
No.
Why do we blow stuff up, man? Why are we marching? Let's just get there quicker. Anyway, I'm like, we have Humvees. Let's fucking use that shit. Anyway, okay, so I had these beautiful Doc Marten boots, and I rarely wore them. And so, because I would only wear it when it rains or, when the mood would strike, I'd wear them. So they are great, in great condition. Then I got this part-time job, and I was like, okay, I need something to wear. So I was like, I'll just wear my boots because I would look at everybody in their shoes, and they were cycling through their shoes so quickly, like every 3 months or 4 months, because I work at a cafe, so the cooks, their shoes were just horrible because all this sauce and all this stuff just always lands on them. And I was always like, you know what? I'm like, you guys are just using too much of your money on shoes. I'm like, you guys should just buy a pair of boots, because if something gets on them, you just buff it out, and voila, they're as good as new. So I started wearing these boots, and I've been working so much that, and then I got laid off from one of my jobs, and then that became like my permanent job. So I started using my boots even more. So I finally wore them out, and they finally got like this major gash in them, which I'm still gonna wear, but now, yeah, and I lost the tread. The tread went away like really quick.
What will you do?
Well, it's important, especially like when you're dealing on surfaces. I'd be going with a plate or something like that, and then I'd glide. It was kind of fun. I just like stop, and I just like let the inertia, carry me to the table, and then I'd be like, phew, and I'm like, here's your panini, boom. It was really cool.
You're
but
like an angel.
Yes,
flying across the floor.
Exactly.
With a panini in your plate.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, I need some new shoes, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So I got another pair of Docs, a different style, but I was really excited because one of the things that I like about them is the non-slip resistant grip of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm walking on these, secondly, I have a driving right and left heel, and so I was really concerned about the way I walk. I've always been concerned about the way I walk just in general, because I really feel that like part of the things that ail me is due to the way I walk. I feel I don't walk properly. Which is weird because like, and if you guys have kids or you guys are thinking about having kids, think about like,
think again.
Well, yeah, but like if you do, and you're lucky enough, like show them the right way to walk. Cause I don't think I was shown the right way to walk. I just picked it up on the streets, and it was not working for me,
I'm pretty sure they showed you how to walk.
Oh, that's how you walk.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And
which girl did you learn from?
It was on the streets. I don't know. So, but yeah, so now that I have these new boots and has all brand new tread, I'm walking. It's so weird because it's like I'm trying to like actually use my toes and touch and like lift off, and like I'm really working on trying to correct my poor walking habits. So that's the experience. See, my experience always
handled now.
No, well, I just got these a week ago, so
I'm freaking out for you.
Yeah,
bro.
I just got them
really
a week
bad.
ago. I just got them a week ago, so I'm barely.
Oh, well, you got to work that stuff in.
Yeah.
Get them wet.
Yeah.
Put some saddle
Spurs.
Saddle lube.
Saddle lube.
For lubing up saddles.
Mm-hmm. And then
put that
saddle
on your boots.
cream.
Saddle cream.
And that gets the leather to get more moist.
Soft. Yeah, it gets it soft and gets it moving. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you for that.
Growing up in Canada.
Don't you know?
Riding horses.
Are you supposed to say, don't you know?
You do that to your cowboy boots. That's what you do.
That's right. You do.
Cool.
Yeah. You do that.
So that's been my experience. See, my experiences are always interesting because they're very it's normal things that nobody thinks about, but I fucking go crazy.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
You obsess over this sort of.
Yeah.
You don't think about the way you walk.
But now you got me questioning my walk too.
Yeah. I don't want to get up.
Get up and walk.
Somebody stroll me out to the fucking car.
Here's the thing about walking that I don't think you guys have realized, and this is, I'm gonna scare you guys just a little bit, but our walking pattern is so unique. It's as unique as our thumbprint. So if the government can really understand the way you walk, then they can really find you.
That's what they said.
You know
to
what I
OJ.
mean?
Where did really?
OJ was innocent. I don't know what you're talking about.
He was innocent. He's a friend of mine.
He was found
You
innocent,
did it.
right? It was me. Okay,
Colonel
guys.
Mustard with the knife.
I have a whole theory on it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
On what?
On
O.J.
the
Simpson?
O.J.
Oh, you
Simpson.
got that figured out?
Yeah, I do.
Of
Got
course,
it
Max does.
down.
Case solved.
Why, have you been watching
Making a
that
murderer.
show?
No.
No, the show about OJ.
Oh,
the
that's
OJ.
right.
No,
That's
I
right.
refuse
I haven't
to
watched
watch
it, but I
that
heard about it.
trash. I did a television show with OJ back in the day, so I knew Nicole. I knew all of the players involved, and
You mean Kato?
I did know Kato, and I know him now.
Cool.
Yeah, different person than he is.
I'm sure.
You know.
So
was
what
then. Well,
what are you
I mean,
thinking?
have you seen Faye Resnick around?
Who?
Faye Resnick,
Who's that?
Nicole's best friend.
No.
Well, she was a pivotal point in the case. You know, her witness or her testimony was to OJ's behavior and such was, you know, a pivotal point in the case. And I knew them, you know, on the outside in the real world, and I knew them as very big partiers. And Faye and Nicole loved to party. And my theory is that, you know, somebody came looking for Faye and thinking that Nicole was Faye, because right after that, Faye disappeared.
It was probably Stephen Avery.
You know what? Did you kill? What's the other guy, Brandon or whatever?
Oh,
Yeah, Brandon, yeah.
Have you seen the memes? Did you kill Hitler? No. Did you kill Hitler? Yes.
Yeah.
We heard my experience. Now let's hear Max's experience. Then we'll really get to know the future villains.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Dun dun dun.
I gotta outdo the hard to walk problem.
Like that's
See
hard.
what Max has to say.
Yeah, you see, mine will be simple.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I received an award for this film that I have out called House of Manson.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got like
with we met.
Yeah,
Billy's
I've met
buddy,
him a handful of
Ryan,
times.
the guy.
Ryan
yeah,
Kisser,
we
yeah.
met him a few times. Yeah,
Like
Yes.
years ago when it
Yeah.
was first starting.
at the at Ireland's 32. It was Billy's birthday, I think.
Yeah.
anyways,
Ryan,
no, but it was much
Ryan
more-
makes the rounds.
It was
He
before
seriously
that even
does.
when I met him.
He was. Oh, okay. I met him when he was here
prepping,
filming.
he
He might
or
even have been at my
prepping,
house
Yeah,
at a party.
probably.
He's always at a party. He's a little party man.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
him telling me that he was going to be in that movie, and I looked at him and go,
Yeah,
He's cocky, man.
Seriously,
Creeped me
there could not have been a better Charles Manson.
No.
He
Yeah.
was to a T.
yeah.
It was so.
And that movie's
so
out
good.
now?
It is out now.
Where could I watch it?
You can get it on Amazon UK, and then it'll be, I believe, in the theaters in America. But you can get it right now, Amazon.
the British get it first.
UK.
The
Really?
British
Yeah,
get it
they
first.
always. It's you know, it's how those.
Brits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always.
Hmm.
Slide. So I got this beautiful award because I won for House of Manson, and it was the California Film Competition, and they sent me this gorgeous 12-inch crystal award that with my name all like carved in it, and House of Manson, and it was really fancy.
Very
I was
cool.
like, woohoo! It was really nice. It's like very heavy and thick. And my dear friend Mark Doty, who used to own NoHo 2 Studios in lovely
North
North Hollywood, where we used to do our show, he brought it to me and said, I want to build a light box to, you know, and I'm like, it's not an American Music Award. It's just, seriously, it's just a film award. And he's like, yeah, but, you know, it's the next step to your Oscar, and, you know.
Still
you should,
cool. Yeah.
yeah, and we should, you know, build this whole display around it. And sorry about that. And I was like, no, you know, no, I'm not that fancy of a person. I don't. Oh, okay. Can we build an entire cabinet to go around the award now too?
Well, yeah.
Right.
Everyone needs
So
a
I was like-
cabinet.
Yeah.
but you know, I never really won anything in my life. Up in-
Bullshit. I'm like,
well,
bullshit.
No, really.
No, you won the I'm alive. I beat 1 billion sperm. You know.
Well, there is
Really?
that.
Yeah. Everybody. I hate
You
that.
did too.
Everyone here's a winner because we all beat out like 1 billions of sperm. You
But
know what I mean?
I was talking, you know, awards. That's, you know, that's an accomplishment.
yes.
That's not really an award.
Well, it's an accomplishment. I mean,
Right.
you're
So
alive.
thanks for that. Yeah. So I never really won anything, and then this year I won like 4 awards, and you know I won the LA Music Award for Lifetime Achievement in Producing, the first female ever.
Good for you.
Wow.
Which yeah.
Congratulations.
Like, what? Me? Yeah. Shirley Massey? No. Me.
Yeah.
Max. I get an award. And then, you know, I win this, and it's like, all of a sudden I feel like a responsibility to do good work, and I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, don't do good work. Don't you ever do good work.
I kind of want to slack off.
Yeah, I wanted to
I kind of want to scrape by.
Right? I wanted to be a slacker for the first time in my life. No, but yeah, so that was my experience yesterday. So we went out, we went to Shiki and had a celebration dinner and the whole deal. It was nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
You know, I wasn't
yeah.
like, you know,
you
going on the air to like, you know, boast or anything, but
Yeah, we're
take that, Leonardo.
were you focusing on the way you walked?
I always focus on the way
That's cool.
I walk because I, you know, was a model for a long time and walked the runway.
So you always walk like you're walking the runway?
Pretty much.
Why don't you learn
How to walk a runway.
a few tricks from her as to how to walk?
Yes. Yes.
I could teach
that
you how to do the
Max?
bunny hop.
Walk down.
You want to do the bunny hop?
No, I
Tara?
don't.
No,
That's
come on.
Do
Not
the
really bad
crab
feet.
walk.
Dun,
Crab
dun,
walk
dun.
everywhere you go.
It says set the trend. That guy.
You'll get one of
It's a
those
new
thing.
thing.
that you ride and you don't even have to walk.
No, I
Hoverboard,
refuse.
oh,
I
God.
refuse. It's not a hoverboard because you're not hovering.
I know.
You know.
I want to get a
It's like
chariot, like a,
A
mini
chariot.
chariot.
That'd be
That
cool.
would be
I know,
badass.
My dog's like 100, or he's like 225 pounds.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And I want to have
Chariot
him
board.
pull me around, and I'll like dress as like a Roman soldier
We already got the
No,
with a
that-
mohawk.
No,
just-
you gotta
That's
have
the
like
music video,
you have
dude.
to have a chihuahua.
That's the music video. That's the
That'd be
music
perfect.
video.
kind of like the Grinch's little dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that-
want to talk about your music video in a minute, but I want to know your.
Your experience. What experiences have you guys been going? You can each individually go through it, and it could be anything. I mean, she won an award. I'm focusing on walking.
Well,
Well done.
huh? You've done all kinds of shit. 2 years ago, we were, I guess weren't really together when this happened, but we
We were dating. But
We're dating.
We weren't a.
The
dating.
yeah.
the twinkle of the bromance.
we were on tour with Steel Panther.
Oh, yeah, those
and we were in New York City, and we had a really, really long day, and we got there and we couldn't go through the Lincoln Tunnel, I think it was what it was, or one of the tunnels. We couldn't go through it because we had a propane tank, so they had to stop traffic
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
to let us.
Yeah.
We were gonna the exit was gonna put us off right by the venues. This place called the Irving Plaza, and we had to go. They had to stop traffic for us in the motorhome to turn
Turn us
around.
around. Like I
And-
don't even think there's lanes going the other
no,
way.
there wasn't. And so the detour took us, I think it was 2.5 hours when we had been within
We were
a
almost
mile
there.
of the venue. So it took us 2.5 hours to get there.
I forgot about that part of the story.
Yeah.
That actually is what ruined everything.
That was what completely fucked everything up. So then, the first thing
I don't know
that
if you
got
can
fucked
swear
up,
on here.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
So then we get to the venue and we couldn't park because it was in New York City. So we had to dump all the gear and park 23 blocks away. So
Wow.
we get within
It's like 10 miles.
Yeah. So he was nowhere to be found, Clay Davies. So it was me and our bass player bringing the RV to this lot while our drummer and merch guy had to set all the gear up on their own. So we get within like 2 blocks of where we're supposed to park, and we go down the street because the street we were going to go down that Google Maps told us to go down was cars only, no buses, no trucks, whatever. So we go down the street, and it was about 2 inches too narrow, and there was a line of like recreational buses parked on the right side. So we're inching through, and then eventually, like I think it was the third bus in line, knocked off the mirror. Second bus after that,
Jeez.
knocked the mirror off. And our bass player, David, he was one driving, and he's the most calm and collected one out of all of us. Starts flipping out. He looks at me, he goes, "We're hitting all these fucking cars, man." And then I was like, "Just move it over to the left a little bit." So we moved over to the left, and then we ended up hitting another car that turned out to be an unmarked cop car. This was let me
Great-
back up.
great job.
This was
Great
40.
job,
This was 45 minutes before we had to
Oh,
be
God.
on stage, like completely missing sound check. Everything's, just all over the place.
Just
So
mayhem.
yeah, but fast forward a little bit, we finally got to where we were supposed to park, and I think we got there like 10 minutes before we had to go on stage. and show went well.
No.
Other than
No, not at all. Wait, where were you? Where? What show are you at?
That's right. Clay's amp cut out at least
Like every
song once for every song.
All the techs were back there trying to hold the cable in the back of the cab. They couldn't figure out if it was the head or the cab.
Oh goodness.
And it was like sold out. Irving Plaza or Irving?
Yeah, Irving.
Yeah.
So that was
kind of depressing.
Oh man.
That was the one that came.
I mean, we kind of held it. I don't know if everybody
made it
noticed
through.
all the mistakes. Yeah, but as
the
opposed
people
to
that were falling down drunk might not have noticed the amp going out every song, but
But the Steel Panther crowds are very forgiving.
yeah,
They forgive them all the time.
yes,
At
least the majority of them.
Yeah.
The things that they do on stage.
And you know what? At the same time, people have to understand shit happens, man. Like gear can only survive being on the road without being like really like basically ready for a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
Like you really have to protect that gear. And I'm not saying that you guys aren't, but like, dude, like that gear goes through a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Day to day, hour to hour, shit, minute by minute. And that's
That's what happened by the time we got there.
Yeah, especially when you
my
don't have road
cab had
cases.
just finally said no.
Yeah.
I'm not working no more.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Finish it.
So we had to like hardwire it so only 2 speakers worked for the
Cool.
last handful of shows.
Yeah.
Do you think this is?
And then we had to pay off the cop.
Oh yeah, that cost us.
Well, it's
it
New
ended
York.
up costing us
$1,800
$1,800 because it was
Because the cop was dirty.
Yep.
He came to
It's
the
New
venue
York.
and wanted cash.
yeah.
And so what did
And it sucked because when there's a lot of little elements, but like when we hit the cars, we were in between 2 precincts, and there was a car or there was a officer walking his canine, and like saw this go down, and obviously it wouldn't have been that great of an idea to like hit it and run, but he saw it and was taking notes of it, so we left a note on this cop car, and this officer, he advised me, he was like, just call 911, so we did, and a cop showed up. He was from the wrong precinct.
Of course.
Had to run. He had told me to go down to this precinct, so
You're
I run
like,
like 3
I'm on
blocks.
stage
Like
in
I'm
like 20
sprinting.
minutes, dude.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, can we
don't
handle
care.
it later? I run to one precinct, get the sergeant to come walk with me and like see if the car that I hit was from his, squad. He was like, no, this is from this precinct down here. So I was like, I can't do this. We just gotta, leave him the note, and then we gotta, we had to play. It's like 15 or 20 minutes, so we had to park it.
Oh, and I lost my shoes.
Clay lost his
I had
shoes.
to go run to Converse and get Converse All-Stars or I had to run to some store.
It was an absolute fucking nightmare.
God. I had
It was
flip-flops
the
on.
bad tour day. That was the bad
only
day.
one, though.
That was the only one.
You destroyed
The rest of them
everything
was
else,
great.
yeah.
Now that you talk about it, though, it sounds so fun.
No,
it's not
in the
fun.
That
moment,
wasn't fun.
adventure.
in the moment, especially like when David, if you knew our bass player David, just the most, like I said, the most calm, cool, and collected guy in the band, most patience. We just started knocking into these buses, and then he almost rips the complete right side off of this unmarked Impala.
You gotta be, so choosy with who drives your rig because, well, in more ways than one.
Whoa.
But
Well, there's that too. But
yeah,
you just
but
reminded me of something
because
else.
I produced this show for NASCAR. It was the 50th anniversary show tour, and we had this big semi that was interactive. So you walk through and you do all this stuff, and it was like $1 million ordeal.
Wow.
And we hired this driver, and he's leaving Jersey to go to New York, and pretty much the same thing. Goes to the overpass, didn't think that, we have an extended cab and all of that, and took off, decapitated the entire
I've seen
cab.
that photo on the interweb.
Wow.
Yeah, it was gone. The
Yeah.
whole
Wow.
thing.
Smart.
Like, millions of dollars in the trash.
I can't help it. I just can't stop laughing. I'm thinking about our roadie Art, and we were driving the RV, and I was like, we wanted to get home soon or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, we
So I'm
stopped.
like, let's just stop and get some crap food and drive. Let's get back to L.A. because we were way out in Kentucky.
We were coming from Owensboro, Kentucky.
Yeah, so then we're like, and these guys are like, no, we let you party last night, so we have to go eat at a nice restaurant.
I insisted we went to Cracker Barrel.
Cracker
I
Barrel.
love Cracker
Because
Barrel.
that's
the
the
best
restaurant that y'all like out there.
Yeah.
And I get it. I enjoyed it once I got
Dumplings.
there. However, not right when we got there. So they're like,
Sorry,
"All right,
Artie, we
we're
gotta
going
tell
to
this
eat at
story."
this restaurant. I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm like half asleep. Where was I sitting? Because I saw the whole thing coming. And he's just
You were riding. You were on the.
Oh, I was on the
little bench on the passenger side, right behind the passenger seat.
And I saw an Art was just flying into to the Cracker Barrel.
The parking
Because
lot.
he's like a super geek, like as
No,
if he
he's
just got
not.
a new
He's-
Atari. No, he was at that moment. He's like, holy shit. He's like rolling the rig in there and just totally swings into a mirror on a school bus.
Oh no.
Was it a school bus?
It was a school
orange.
bus. It was a brand new school
And it
bus.
came right through the window into our RV.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh man.
What would you do that mirror?
It's the mirror thing.
And then
that
the
you
mirror
guys have a
was
problem
fine.
with.
Wait,
The other vehicle was not a
Because
scratch.
it was like
literally.
solid steel.
And Art was like, I think I'm gonna throw up. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It was funny, but all that not at the moment. But
He was focused on getting into Cracker Barrel.
yes.
Yep.
And there-
Yeah,
the
He wanted
worst
to be
part is-
Cost
the
$1,000
rocking
to get
chairs.
into Cracker
the
Barrel.
worst part is there was a spot like right next to it, but he chose the closer one for whatever reason. When
Thought he was a truck driving man.
yeah, didn't work out. Did not work out.
So that was your
Poor
experience.
guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
Crashes.
That was epic.
that was epic.
That was I think that's been the best experience so far. What was your experience, Clay?
That was part of that.
You
was
had
not at all.
Was that not enough for you?
I added on to it.
I need more. Wow.
Oh my
Conjoined
goodness. I
experiences.
can't think of I'm sure Dusty can
An
think
inappropriate one, or you can't think of an appropriate one.
It has
No,
to
I
be
just
your
can't think of
own.
one.
It doesn't have to be appropriate.
Man.
I know normally I have a million stories to
Yeah.
tell, but I'm drawing a complete blank.
Of course. Isn't that the way you work? I have 1,000 stories. Tell me one. I can't remember.
They don't know.
I don't know, but I have
Can't
1,000.
do
I
it,
assure
but
you.
there's lots.
It's like you
Yeah.
want to sit in and
up
you want
here.
to sing a song. Oh yeah, what songs do you know? Yeah, all of them.
What don't?
Yeah, I can't.
About,
then you can't think of anything.
Hey, here's an experience that you could tell me about. I see you're drinking root beer. I've never seen that brand. What
you
is
go.
that?
I'd never seen that brand before either.
What's the stuff that the Juggalos drink?
I don't know.
Root
Those
beer.
that's
Where
Insane
did-
Clown.
the
Posse?
Insane Clown Posse. There's like it's like
I know it.
it's some kind of not Fago, but it's something like that. It's
I can't believe it's called Fago. Like how long?
maybe
has
it's
that been out
Figo.
there?
Figo.
Yeah, we don't know the correct
it is
pronunciation.
Fago.
It's
Isn't that
Fago.
strange?
Fago.
That's
Fago. Fuck yourself.
Fago.
Well, where'd you get it? Are you a root beer connoisseur? I love root beer.
No,
No.
it's just in the machine.
Oh, okay.
here.
Okay.
But yeah, I do like. Who doesn't like root beer?
Yeah.
Interesting choices they have here
Mm-hmm.
at Swing House Studios in Outwater Village.
Yeah, all kinds of things you could say. This just what happened last weekend? What?
What happened this weekend?
What happened in rehearsal?
It's
You
like-
guys were just rehearsing.
You know,
Wait,
but
and they're
we've
here.
been. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say the cool thing about you guys is that you guys like we're recording here at Swing House, but you guys actually are doing things here in Swing House. You literally just walked out of the room and just walked in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're rehearsing for our new
We did
album.
that.
We're doing
Just for you.
pre-production
Yeah.
right now.
We
so
moved the
that's-
whole thing.
That's
just
my
for you.
experience.
Is
We're just in here getting ready to record. We're going into Sunset Sound to record
Ooh.
Nice studio.
on March 7th. So we're just preparing, getting ready.
Nice. Who's producing?
Myself and Sean Gould.
Sean Gould,
Nice.
sharing the.
Yeah.
It's a co-production.
and then engineering is Ross Hogarth.
Oh, Russ is my
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
So
you
that's-
know? Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
I
you
know
have to come
Ross.
down.
Yeah. Are you kidding? Everybody knows Ross.
I have no idea. Who
He did
Ross
the
is.
last Van Halen album.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Among many others.
Yeah, you're lame.
I think
We
it was
gotta
like-
have.
wasn't
We
he
have to
just
have him
doing
on the show.
Yeah, please.
Because Jimmy Eat World's rehearsing here, right? Wasn't he just working with them?
No,
or
no,
something?
the lead engineer at
Oh
Sunset
yeah,
was
the guy that's going to be
our assistant.
assistant engineering is Sunset Sound's lead engineer. What's his name?
Yeah.
Andy or I don't know. I can't remember. If that's not your name,
No
I'm
worries.
sorry.
Yeah, I
I'll-
did a record there with Dick Wagner, who just recently passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you play?
I play everything.
Oh.
But I'm a singer mostly.
Cool.
But I play French horn, flute, piano,
Wow.
guitar.
Very
Nice.
cool.
You know.
French horn like Chuck Mangione.
Yeah.
Feels so
no,
good.
no.
I
Oh
only know-
yeah, it was.
Chuck,
wasn't it?
no, he played a flugelhorn.
Oh.
I only know Chuck
Totally different
Mangione.
instrument.
I only know Chuck Mangione because of King of the Hill. That's when I first heard about him. Because like he was like part of the Walmart thing or whatever, and he blew up like the Megalomart. Megalomart was like their Walmart. I don't know if do you guys watch King of the Hill?
It's
brilliant.
I used to every once in a while.
Like, oh
but
my god, it's so brilliant.
Yeah.
It's so
it's
brilliant.
Mike Judd, right? Or Judd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Chuck Mangione, his stuff is selling at Megalomart, but he's so pissed about it that he sets it on fire. Just to bring down the man. And I'm like, Chuck Mangione, what the fuck was this guy? And I'm like,
It's random.
yeah, the most random thing.
Is there any
Wow.
place that you would like get upset about if they were selling your stuff?
Bed Bath and Beyond
Yeah.
would not want our stuff in bed.
Are
Well,
you
actually,
kidding?
right now,
Why?
I'd take
Yeah.
any fucking store that's gonna sell our album. But
Why not Bed Bath and Beyond?
I don't know. It's a
They do have Beyond.
You don't have a
home
lullaby. in
decor
there?
Keep it
store.
right in the fucking bed sheet area.
There you go.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Free CD when you purchase bed sheets. I don't know. Probably not. I'm okay with anybody that wants to.
Yeah,
absolutely.
anywhere,
Put our stuff on
any
a shelf.
place. Play our stuff.
Kind of-
Yeah.
You gotta have some kind of story you can talk about that you went through with Matt.
I got a gazillion, but I can't think of it, dude. I'm brain dead right
Silicone sex dolls.
Silicone Sex. That sounds like a name of a great song.
Silicone sex dolls.
Yeah, or album. Album name. Silicone Sex.
now. I had
Six-
2 sex dolls that ended up on. See, I can't even remember her name.
You
Tyra
had
Banks
sex dolls
show.
with a girl?
No, my buddy's the inventor
Oh.
of Real Doll.
No way.
Yeah, that's how I ended up living here
Okay.
I want
Yeah.
a doll.
from Canada. Yeah, he's given me. I gave one to Steel Panther actually.
No, I want a doll made of me.
Of you.
Yeah.
That's very
Have
expensive.
him on the show.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, let's
My
get
fans
a
would
real
buy
doll
that.
one.
They would
I
buy
had
that,
to go
John.
Probably.
meet somebody that. Well, there's a good story. I had to go meet that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to do
Matt
the-
didn't want to do this. This guy wanted a copy of his girlfriend that
Just
they
tell
were
it on the
breaking
air.
up.
Oh,
Save it.
that's creepy.
Tell it on the
Should I
air.
say
That's
it?
no, you
Yes.
are on the
No,
air. Hate
no,
to tell you.
Weird.
Oh,
He's on the air.
No.
So you wanted a copy of his girlfriend. How do you do that? You just say, "Hey, babe, I want a copy of you."
Well, because they were gonna break up or something, and so Matt was like, "I don't have time," because he's making a robot sex doll.
Wow.
They did like a 5-page spread on Vanity Fair and all
Fantastic.
that. And they did a documentary on him from New York Times when this was all happening. And then this guy was like, I need to get this doll made like soon because she's going to break up with me or something. And so he's like, all right, you got to give me $100,000. And the guy's like, okay.
wow.
So he's paying $100,000
Cool.
and Matt could probably do it for
Shh,
25.
don't-
It would cost him less just to get a new girl.
right? And so I had to go meet the guy to have the girl scanned and all that stuff, and I had to put her in all the poses for the scanning machine.
Nice.
And it was just weird. It was so strange because she didn't care. She didn't want to be there. The guy was trying to show off and saying that it cost more than what it did for the scan. And we came up and said, dude, can you just go along with it? I'm going to say it in front of her that it costs $25,000 for this scan.
I'm like, I'll go along
You
with it if
know?
you give me an extra
You
grand.
could tell it was some guy that just drove a stripper up from Bakersfield.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Paid $100,000 to make a sex doll of her, and she's not very attractive at all.
Wow.
Yeah. It was weird.
That's so creepy.
Let's get that guy on, by the way.
That's creepy. Creepy,
That'd
creepy,
be cool.
creepy.
Yeah.
Could-
Great story.
Should we make a doll of you?
Of me?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
turtle doll.
Yeah. Dude, I'm fun. I'm loving.
There's one
Be
out
this
there that
big.
looks a lot like me. It's kind of ridiculous.
Do you think he like did it on purpose?
I confronted
Do
him
they
and
have
he
the
said,
mohawk?
yeah, it has a mohawk and tattoos. And
It's flattering.
Mm. Royalty?
Is it a
Well, we were
bestseller?
Do I
best
smell
friends. We were in a band
royalties in
together
the
for
air?
years.
Is it a bestseller?
I don't know. Well, no, I hope
should
not,
ask.
because it's
Well,
probably
where can you get this
dudes
doll?
buying it.
It's girls.
Realdoll.com.
Realdoll.com.
Can't wait to get
Clay Davis.
have them
They're
bring
like-
one in. I'll
$8.
test it out. Not on camera.
You should get one made of the two of you, and then have the camera on the dolls the entire time you guys are talking.
That would
That'd
be
be
amazing.
really,
I would
cool.
not have to even be here.
And just have like a
You-
I
little
can phone
just
it in.
Have like a little stick or something that just goes.
Yeah. Somebody pulling a string with a hook on the
Yeah.
lip.
Well, I thought that was what was happening here anyway.
No, not at all. I have my own ideas.
Yeah, they're just
They're
not,
not
good,
good.
ideas.
But I.
They're
But
not
they're my
good.
own.
But they're
There you
original.
go. They are
Exactly.
definitely original ideas.
So, guys, are you guys getting ready to do a new album?
That's what they just
And-
said. Pay
No, but-
attention.
We're back on the air.
Are we on air?
Yes.
We've been on air.
This whole time.
Yes.
That's what happens
my
when you go.
God.
Oh, I got
Oh.
it. That was all part of the plan.
I don't remember what I was just.
No
talking
worries.
about.
No
Talking about
worries.
sex dolls. That's all right.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Totally.
Wow.
Hey, man, there's a niche for that.
Yeah, there's a niche for everything,
Yeah.
apparently.
I like just saying the word
Pavement.
niche.
Yeah.
Niche.
My niche is the word niche.
Niche.
Yes, niche.
Ay.
So you guys getting ready for this new album?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's really weird, and you can help me out with this because you guys are obviously, musicians and stuff. Is, you can plan for an album so much, and far ahead. We were just talking with our first guest, and they're like, yeah, it took like 6 months to make an album or whatever, and it's just like you guys go through all this stuff, and then the album takes 6 months. Like I would figure the album would only take like 1 day per song, just to do, because you guys are so comfortable, in doing that song. What happens, from that transition of, okay, we've been rehearsing this song, and then it's like, okay, now we're actually recording the song, because like there should not be anything different from when that happens, but for some reason there always is, and that's what prolongs like the song and the album, and I've just never understood that. If you can help like get me into that.
That's what you want to happen, as I'm sure Max can
Yeah.
relate to. You want some sort of magic to happen during the recording process of it.
Mm-hmm.
Get sent into different ideas, different areas. With us, the what took long, it didn't take long. We were working with different situations where we didn't know if we were going to use some songs from our EP. Next thing you know, we've been writing for 6 months or so, close to
6 months,
maybe
yeah.
5 months, and wrote a whole bunch of songs, and then we're left with the
Pick the best ones.
with the hard
Yep.
job to pick some got to go, and that's the hard part.
Right.
How many songs do you
but-
guys have total right now? Just in general. That like you have 18, so now you have to whittle that down to like. And I'm just
13.
throwing numbers out.
Well,
there.
yeah, we're doing a pretty big album, so we're doing 13.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, why can't you just do double length? Say fuck it.
We were thinking about that, but
That's double the money.
yeah,
Mhm.
more time, and then it's like we got the songs left over in case we want to release some singles, or when we do like an overseas release or something like that. Just throw those on.
B-sides. You just-
B-sides too.
B-sides,
Yeah,
yeah.
if we just want to have an EP or 2 EPs after we get done with this album, we got enough songs to do it. And that probably just depends on, I guess, how you want to record the album too. I mean, it could take a day per song, but the way we're going to track it, that's not how it's going to work.
You're
Well,
tracking.
all in all, a couple days. I mean, it all depends on what kind of problems you run
Right.
into.
Yeah.
It might take 3 days, 4 days to do all the drums, and then take it from there and start layering.
Yeah.
Vocals can take so long because, you got to make sure that the singer sounds right.
No, you don't.
Sometimes.
No, you
You
don't.
really do.
No,
It's
you
kind
don't.
of an
That's
important
the
thing.
most important
Right?
part.
Is it? Do you
Yeah,
really
that's
think?
what people hear.
Unless you're Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Or
I know, it
Neil
took-
Young.
Or Neil
When I
Young.
did Dan Reed's record, it took 3 years
That's
to do that.
that's fucking stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because we did it in
I'd
3
fire
different
everybody.
countries.
You're all fired.
Well, we did it in 3 different countries.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was, and we used Palestinian and Israeli musicians for the first time in history. So the logistics in that and the secretiveness of that, and just that whole process,
Very
from
cool.
Israel to Sweden to Miami, it was like it's crazy.
That's rad.
Yeah.
What was
it
that for?
Dan Reed.
I'll have to check
Artist
that
Dan
out.
Reed.
Yeah.
Yep, from the Dan Reed Network.
Hmm.
It's called Coming Up for Air.
Mm.
Yeah, at a store near you.
Now, here's the thing, guys. And maybe Max will agree with me. Maybe she won't. She probably won't. But I've never been a fan of the tracking. I've always been a person of like, okay, you want to capture magic, just put everybody together in the studio, and that's when you really have to rely on that engineer. That's when you really have to have an amazing engineer that can really capture that. Because tracking to me, and people look. I could be wrong, and I may get a billion letters of hate. I may get a billion letters of love, but it just seems too calculated. Tracking it just seems too.
What are you talking about?
robotic.
There's nothing calculated at all.
You're going
with tracking
no,
because you're
yes, there
changing
is.
things.
Well,
No, you're
not really,
on crack.
because you're listening to a clicker in your head. And you're just keeping count of that. To me, that just sounds very mechanical.
So you're saying everybody should
no.
it should be recorded all live at
Yeah,
the same time, like a
exactly.
band would play
Exactly.
on stage.
Like
Yeah.
Hendrix and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. But they still overdubbed
Even
too.
he overdubbed, yeah.
You can
But I
overdub,
mean-
but I just want
But
that
tracking
layer,
essentially is that. But I mean, the greatest example of that is when Rick Rubin did Tom Petty for the first time. What was the album? Wildflower?
Mm-hmm.
Wildflowers?
That's wasn't
Or
that
is
the
that
band?
the
That was
song?
the
Oh, yeah, it was the
supergroup band,
band.
right?
No, the
No, his son
Wildflowers.
was
yeah,
the
no, yeah.
Wallflowers, right? No, that
The
was Bob Dylan's
Wallflowers, the
son.
band, but Wildflowers, I
Wildflowers.
think that's the
Yeah.
album, right? With
Isn't that the supergroup that they did?
Right.
It was him
Traveling
and George
Wilburys.
Harrison. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Traveling
so
Wilburys.
anyways, that was the first time that Tom Petty tracked that way. And a lot of the guys in his band didn't like it. But that album had more sales than anything they'd ever done.
That was when
And he continues to record that way, except for when he went back and did Mudcrutch again.
they did it live or they overdubbed.
No, they overdubbed.
Oh.
Yeah, they tracked everything. So.
I did one song with Tom.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Where'd
was
you do
for,
that at?
It was in Los Angeles. It was for a soundtrack on a film, like karate movie thing. And,
Cool.
yeah,
I'm a
it
big
was,
fan.
That must have been fun. Interesting.
yeah, it was
Must have been
interesting.
interesting, at
It
least.
was
It must have smelled like marijuana.
very
in there.
interesting.
Cool.
No, they
Cute.
didn't smoke in
He already had
studio.
his
But you know what he
last dance.
wanted were these pink, like, snowballs. That you get it.
Oh, those are delicious.
Little Debbie
Oh,
or the
snow
Yeah,
balls.
you know those
Hostess.
Hostess
Yes.
cupcakes.
Snowballs, yeah.
He
Those are good.
wanted those like every 15 minutes. He had to have these snowball things. It was very funny.
They're
weird.
delicious.
Yep.
He ate them, or did he
Ye-
want to just
yeah.
like laying around?
No. Well, he would like sit there and he would eat one and then he would sing like a half a line and then probably do a half a line and then had to
Oh, it went
have
with
another.
snowballs, snow lines.
That could be. That could be. I
Got
don't
it.
know his theory in that, but yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah,
it was
that's very
definitely an interesting experience.
Was it with his whole band or just?
No, it was just him.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm jealous of? You guys are using a harmonica. And like, I liked what was
Now?
that band? What was that band?
Blues Traveler.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Anytime I think of harmonica, I always think of two people: the guy from Blues Traveler and
Magic Dick. Jay
No,
Giles, man.
no,
Right?
Neil Young.
Yeah.
I always think of
Bob
those
Dylan?
two things.
Perhaps?
That guy too. But but I always constantly think of the Blues Traveler guy because he always had he was all decked out in different ones. You guys are just
Yeah.
using one, right? Or are you guys using like 1,000 different ones?
No, are you talking about Wildflower, the song?
Mm.
Yeah, that's just one. Yeah, that guy, John Popper. That guy.
John Popper.
I don't know if you've ever noticed. That's what is surrounding his hat. A bunch of
Wow.
harmonicas. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I guess it just depends on the song. I never use more than one per song. It just depends on the key.
I've always wanted to play the harmonica. It just reminds me of like prison or something like that, you know. 'Cause there's always some guy in prison playing the harmonica. Do you ever think of that, or like
Prison? No. Maybe, you know.
I always think of Bruce Willis.
What?
Well, he
Why?
did a blues album where he played.
Oh, yeah.
harmonica.
Did
He's
he
actually
really?
very, very good.
He is. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know
Very
that.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking love Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Well, now you love him more.
Yeah, I'll have
Speaking
to
of
check that out.
harmonicas, you had my girl Tawny do a video for you.
Oh yeah.
Teeny tiny Tawny.
Yeah.
That was very hot.
It
That
good.
was a hot
oh,
video.
what video was that? Was that?
Thank you.
Devil in her bones.
I saw that video. Yes, and there's like you're seeing this hot girl, and then she's, you know, macking another hot girl, and you're like,
As it should be.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, but I get a little racist because I'm like, fuck, man, where are the hot girls getting taken by hot girls? It's hot, but
Sexist.
it's like,
But you obviously didn't watch the video. You didn't get
I
the
was too
meaning
busy,
behind
like,
it.
just, no, of course, I was checking out the chicks, man. Then they fucking start killing everybody, and, you know, I was just like, what? It's like hot
Watch
chicks,
it
though.
again. Everybody should watch this video. Devil in her bones.
Yeah.
You were just
Yeah.
too busy staring at the girls.
Well, yeah.
You missed out on the
Exactly.
story.
Story. I was like, there's hot girls.
Story.
Why are they
Why
Why
kissing?
a star?
I
Girls in
love
bed together and money everywhere. It's my money. I'm in bed with them.
You guys
I
made
love
this
that
for
it
me.
had a story, because you know that's so rare in today's videos. You
Yeah.
know, they're just like playing, and it's, you know, club shots and nonsense. And I was really happy to see that there was a storyline. And I remember Tawny telling me when she was shooting it, you guys shot out in the desert or something,
Yeah.
and she was complaining. And yeah,
It was a long
funny.
couple days.
Yeah, they go out to shoot a bunch of bottles, right? When they're like learning to shoot,
Yeah.
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 and they're all macking on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Why do you have a problem with that?
I know. I was just like really mad because I'm like, dude, there's
Yeah, because you.
there's
haven't
another
been
hot
laid
girl
in
that I will
14
not be
years.
getting. There's another hot girl I will not be
Maybe
getting.
if you could figure out how to walk
Yeah,
properly. you
walk
might
and
have-
walk.
See,
Exactly.
I think
Get
that's
that
what
down
it
first.
is. I think that's what it is.
That's his problem.
You got to get some
careful.
swagger in that step, son.
Yeah. I
Somewhere
do.
in something that you do. Got to have a little swag.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working. I mean, the
He makes
first.
his own shirts.
I make my own shirts. I made this shirt. You know,
It's beautiful.
thank
That's a
you.
great
It's pretty
shirt.
fun, right?
The Rocket Man.
Yeah. And like I made it 3D, so like, hold on. So it's like the flames can like go anywhere.
Oh,
It's 3D.
you got to, yeah. You got to work it, you know, so it actually will.
Well, I mean,
maybe
this is
put some of
fairly
that-
new.
Some of that saddle cream on
This
there,
is
too.
fairly new, so I'm letting it. You know, it's in time. I'm going to be
Yeah.
patient with this shirt, and in time it'll become its own thing. You know,
Alive.
yeah.
Where's the rest of your band today?
They left.
They left because they're lame.
Yeah. They
That's
don't do
so
the
nice.
interviews.
They don't do interviews. Yeah,
Are they
it's
not
always the guitar
interviewing
player and the
people?
vocalist.
Yeah, they had stuff going on.
Are they not like interviewing people? There's some people that musicians that do shy away from interviewing, and that's totally fine. You know.
No one's shy. Kenny's a little too not shy. Kenny, we kind of got to shoot with tranquilizer before he comes in for an interview.
Oh, well, that's a good idea then.
Yeah. But no, yeah, they had to take off. Yeah, beat the traffic.
Yeah, we're all gonna deal with that in a
Yeah.
bit.
I know.
Yeah.
Unless you got more wine.
We
No.
don't have any more wine. That was fast.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys are good.
We got the next bottle.
Deal.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
a deal. Do you have it in your? No, there's no drinks allowed in the recording studios
Really?
What?
or any of the
What?
studios in here,
What are
except
you
for
talking
here.
about?
I'm like except for here.
Swing House has everything. They have everything. I don't know if you guys noticed that there's a cafe next door, and
No.
yeah, it's like everything
nice.
is here. It's amazing.
Yeah, the building's really rad.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not even done yet. When you
Yeah.
see what's happening upstairs, you're gonna
Upstairs,
lose your
and they
mind.
said the recording studio back here
Right.
will be
Yeah.
done.
Jonathan
summer or
Mover
something.
had a studio in New York, and he's got this badass, console that you will lose your mind when you see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Room's gonna be
Is it the
really
Neve
sweet.
that he was telling us about?
Yes.
And an
That
API,
74
Mhm.
channel or something like that?
Yep. Yep. It's the big
Very
dogs.
cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Jonathan and I we played together. That sounded funny, but we were on tour together with Alice Cooper.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
cool.
Back in the
Doing
day.
backups or
Yeah, he played drums and I sang.
Very nice.
Alice Cooper was opening up for me.
Yeah.
Of
The
course.
Walk Hard tour.
Yes.
The
Turtle
Walk
Rock
Hard tour.
I just got it right now. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
Speaking of Jonathan
Jonathan
Mover,
Mover.
as he's outside the fishbowl.
Oh, he's gonna be the lead engineer in there, or
This is his place. He owns.
oh,
Half of it.
Yes, he owns half of it with Phil.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yep. And we have to mention Diodario and all of the amazing things that they have here. So if you're in need of that, Diodario is part owner as well.
Yes, which is why we. I keep on forgetting that we have that displayed right here.
We do.
In the
We
front.
have
Diodario.
many drumming things.
Yes, very drummy thing. That's
Drum-
I am
set.
obviously
Very technical
not a
noise
drum-
makers.
I am not a drummer.
very technical things. We
Yeah.
have very technical things here.
Yes, we do. And it's probably at a bigger discount than anywhere else you can get it.
Really?
I would think so. Because it's, if you're rehearsing here, they're going to give you a discount.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, any future videos coming up?
There will be.
with
There will
chicks?
be.
Chicks.
Yeah, we'll
There'll be
definitely
chicks.
Awesome.
use the same director, Tyler Jackson with Rumblefish Productions. He's the one that did Devil in Her Bones, and hopefully if Tanya will come back for at least one of the videos, that'd be nice.
Ooh,
Kinda
can I
how
be in it?
Aerosmith had Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah. You have.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
time.
Tony Jacklin.
Cool. I need to be in a music video with her. I'll play her love interest, as always.
You gotta learn to walk, bro.
That sounds like a plan.
She's teaching me. Oh my God, she's teaching me to. She's my physical therapist, teaching me to walk. We fall in love.
She has a boyfriend.
Not
Like,
anymore.
why is he walking so funny?
Yeah,
Does
That's
he-
how he walks.
we haven't picked the songs yet, but
He goes into character. He's one of those character actors. Look at
Yeah.
how he's walking.
yeah, we don't know which songs we're gonna do videos for, but
Maybe all of them.
yeah, maybe
Who
all of
knows?
them. Maybe we'll just do a long movie, a musical.
About a young man who's not so sure as to how he should walk.
Exactly.
Enters the world.
You have to write it.
Nervously
You have to
enters the
write it
world.
around the
Nervously
tortoise and the
Goes
hare
by the name
experience.
Turtle Man.
Turtle Man.
Maybe she comes on the show for
That'd be
an
cool.
interview. And
That'd be
then
cool. Then we fall in love.
Madness happens.
She breaks up with her boyfriend. She falls in love. She's like,
No, you kick his ass.
Cool. Cool. Done. Done. That'd be cool.
End scene.
It'll just show me walking up to him, and it won't even show me kicking his ass. It'll just show the aftermath
Yeah.
as I walk away, and things are on fire.
Yeah, like a gas station explodes.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
Doves flying.
Yes, white, 3 white doves and 1 half red. Whoa.
Went half red.
Whoa.
What's
Whoa.
a half red dove?
That's
I don't even
how
know what that
crazy.
is.
That's how crazy it
That's
got.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even know.
I don't even know.
Dove on
I don't
fire,
even know.
just very cool.
Nice.
It's exactly what you guys
I'm
need.
down.
Yeah.
Right? Get the people at was it Raspberry Place or the who did your
Rumblefish.
Rumblefish?
Raspberry. Raspberry Production.
Yeah, get Raspberry Productions on that
Get
immediately.
him over here. We're gonna need.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna need a can of gasoline and a few matches.
Trust me, bro, it's gonna work out.
Crazy.
That's cool.
Crazy turtle.
You guys going on tour too, right? Sure.
We will be this spring.
Yeah, we will. We just
Finish
not
up this
sure.
album and then head out.
Cool.
See what kind of hell we can raise out there.
How many
Please.
buses you can crash and
Yes.
Hopefully none.
How many buses we can't crash?
yeah.
The goal for this tour.
I saw Clay at NAMM show, but I didn't see you.
I
Where
didn't
were you
go.
hiding? Well, what's wrong with you?
I'm not
We-
really.
are
I'm
we
not really
not
a
good
fan
enough?
of the NAMM thing. To
That rhymed.
Not a fan of
Fan
it.
the
Fan of the
NAMM.
NAM.
So it must be true.
it's just I don't
That's the
know.
way it works.
To
It rhymes, it's true.
too much noise happening everywhere.
It is a lot
Like
of
a
noise.
giant
But you know
guitar
what?
Very
center.
jarring.
What happens at
very
NAMM?
jarring.
Huh?
Business happens at NAMM.
That's what we thought the first 3 years we went there.
Well, you're going with the
We
wrong
didn't
people.
get any-
Who's
any
your
business.
manager? We have to talk about this.
Yeah.
You guys are not doing something right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I went there. I mean, it's fun. Like the Schecter after party. That was the only thing that I actually really enjoyed. And seeing some of the new gear, that was cool. But I guess the juice isn't worth the squeeze to me. Like going there, it's like handle business when you're not going to be.
Well, you have to make appointments with people.
Yeah.
And go in.
That's what I
have
said last year. I was like, if we
boom,
set
boom,
shit
boom.
up, we get meetings. I'm down to go.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start hashtagging juice wasn't worth the squeeze. That's fucking brilliant. Juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Hashtag.
Yes.
Sorry.
Trademark.
Just fucking hilarious.
Future villain.
Future villain. Oh yeah, future hashtag future villains. I like that. Do you guys? Here's a real quick. Do you guys believe villains are really the good guys? Look, Joker. I was just watching Batman a couple days ago, and I know there's like a billion Batmans, but I was watching the one with Michael Keaton, the
Dark Knight.
Well, they're all good. They're all
I
good.
love
First
Michael
one.
Keaton.
The very first
They're
one.
all good.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to get to semantics, the very first one was Adam West in the first ever Batman movie, you know what I mean, which was fucking cool as shit. But like when we get into like when they actually tap into the dark essence that is, Batman, Joker, he was a villain, but like he was only portrayed as that. I mean, he really was trying to do a lot of good. I mean, granted, he wanted to kill everyone, but like he was just trying to make sure his people, survived. Do you think villains are depend on what side you're on? Is that too much of a weird?
No, it's interesting. We have a song that's gonna be on the album called. It's either gonna be called "Always the Villain" or "I'll Be the Villain." One of the two. Probably "I'll Be the Villain," but it's kind of talking about how.
It's like you'll be the hero, I'll be the villain.
How it's.
You play the hero, I'll be the villain.
Yeah.
But the villain is really the hero because he's creating the hero.
And you can look. I don't know if you watched like Narcos. Did you watch that show?
Yes, that was a
and
cool
how
movie.
It's like that guy, Pablo Escobar was stone cold killer, but he was still doing a lot of good. He was doing good for his community. He was trying to get into like the the politics and whatnot, so he could do more because those guys are more corrupt.
And had the politicians accepted, Pablo Escobar, it could have been
a lot of that shit when it got down.
Yeah,
gone down. Yeah. So yeah, there's different ways to look at it, which is kind of I guess that's not what that song's about really. I guess what the song we wrote, is just kind of like, without a villain there can't be a hero.
The yin to
in
the
a way,
yang.
in many ways, but yeah, I guess it just depends.
Yeah, it's like the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I hate to cut you short, but we're on a time crunch, and we have one more segment left that we got to do. We're going to leave with Wildflower.
Also demo.
Awesome.
The final cut will probably be sometime this spring whenever we release the album.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Can't wait for that to happen.
And everybody, write in and tell us what you think of those songs and if they should make a video for it.
Ooh.
Yes, and most importantly, if I should be in that video.
No, if I should be in the video.
Well, if I'm in it, you're in it.
Because I should be having sex with Tawny.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah. Scripted. Done. Completely done. Okay, futurevillains.com. That's where they can get all the exciting news and the what's and the whereabouts. Correct?
What's the where's?
Yeah, that and Facebook.com/futurevillains.
Cool. We'll have all that on the show notes. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
When we come back, we're naming the show, giving shout outs, all that under 3 minutes. I promise. Right
Let's
here.
go.
Tortoise Hare Experience.
Go.